There's obviously a lot to talk about after that game, so forgive me if I just talk about N'Golo. Was he injured, and how concerning is it that that's potentially 2 injuries in the space of less than a month?
Why 2 injuries? I don't understand. Why 2 injuries?
Was he injured? Was that why you said them?
He is injured. He needs to go out. He missed the Arsenal game because of pain in the ankle and a little inflammation. So nothing serious, because obviously he was back in training, and as you could see, he started today. But actually he got, like, in winning the ball in this situation, I think the opponent fell on his ankle, twisted it again, and he had immediately the same pain than he had before the Arsenal game when he missed it, and then he was lacking force to accelerate, and we had to take him off. I mean, can there be any harder challenges than going 1 man down and taking N'Golo Kante off at the same time at halftime at Anfield? I don't know. And playing towards the cup, having Liverpool playing towards the cup. Pretty tough one, but we did excellent, and we are super happy with how we did, and we feel like we deserved the point very well.
Miguel Delaney.
Hi, Thomas. You've obviously had a bit to say about the penalty, but I'm just wondering, in a situation like that, is there an argument for a penalty goal rather than the double punishment of a red card and a penalty? And what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think, double punishment is always super hard, and it's a bit of a spoiler for the game. But I think it's the rule. Like, I think, no, if the referee says he denies a clear goal with his hand, nobody knows if the penalty is a goal. I mean, you get a big chance, but you don't get the goal actually back. So I don't like these early red cards. Of course, not at Liverpool when we play, but in general, it's for me a bit a spoiler of the game. Nobody, I think, wants to see that for 45 minutes. They want to see a high-level game. And even me, when I'm in front of TV, I don't like it. I have no solution now for it, and no better idea in the moment. But in general, it is a spoiler. The situation itself, well, I can understand the decision, and I'm not saying it's a wrong decision, but I did not when I did not like the way we checked it, or the referee checked it, because for me he checked only the image, and the image showed, well, the clear contact, and then it was a clear decision. We saw on the bench, of course, also on our iPad, the whole movement, and then you saw that it was a deflection. It was short distance. It's a deflection, comes off the hip to his arm. The arm is not super unnatural arm position. So I heard already referees explaining that this is then not a punishable action. Maybe if I would have wished for a longer consideration, a longer thought, and a better view on the whole situation, maybe he would have taken the same. I think it stays a grey situation, and it could have maybe taken the same decision. And we have to live with it. I think and I can live with it, that some decisions stay in the responsibility for the referee in the moment. It was today against us, and we did the very best of it, because it was very, very tough.
Okay, last one on today's game before we do a Mondays. Nizar Kinsella.
Hi, Thomas. Andreas Christensen was given the man of the match. Probably could have been given to anyone, really. But just how important is he in your future plans? Because there's some noises that he's going to sign a new contract. And I just want to ask about Pulisic as well. Is it with his COVID situation? Can you explain that?
His COVID situation?
Pulisic.
Pulisic. Christian is released today. So this is pretty much the explanation. He's released from today and will go to national team. And okay, if he can provide the negative tests, of course, but today is the day where this can happen. And then he will go to national team and hopefully play and get some minutes back in his legs. And Andreas is very, very strong for us since day one. He plays in the central position and finished the game in the right position, because we brought Thiago and decided to stay in a back five. Very strong. He is super talented. He loves Chelsea. He's a Chelsea boy from the academy. This has a huge impact in the moment. I think he feels the trust. He feels he knows what to do. He can absolutely help. He's a top defender, top guy, and I have the feeling he's growing every week in confidence and personality, and in self-confidence, which is good. Is doing fantastic since day one and getting better and better.
Okay, that's the end of today's review. We're now going to do a quick Mondays with an embargo of 22:30 tomorrow night. That's Sunday night, and we'll begin with